Hi, this is Searcher in Charge. We're here to help you find quality answers to your questions. This is video 4 in our series of videos that help you find quality health information. In the last 3 videos, we learned how to plan our search, find quality answers, use the library to find reliable health sources when we were not sure where to start, and how to use phrase searching to find quality information faster. Today, we are going to learn how to analyze some of the information we find and be our own searcher in charge of finding quality answers to important health questions. Let's stick with breathing problems as our example since we've been using it in the video series, and use Google as our search engine. Using quotes for phrase searching, we put breathing problems in quotes and a new page will come up with a lot of search results. So why the heck are we seeing a lot of stop signs? It's because I want to emphasize that we must stop and read the link for each item of interest in the search results before we click on anything. If we don't, it is like running a red stoplight going 60 miles per hour. We must train ourselves to stop, read, and analyze what is before us, or we could end up in a tangled mess on the internet. So the first thing we do is analyze where we are by looking at the address of the web page, also called a Uniform Resource Locator or URL. Every web page has its own address, just like a home or business. The web address tells us where we are in the internet world, the name identifying the web page, and possibly the owner of the web page, although not always. The home analogy is a good one to keep in mind as we learn how to analyze where we are in the internet world. We wouldn't go into every home or business, and the same can be said for each web page. Looking at the address bar, we can see we are still in google.com. Let's see if the first result is something we want to click on by reading the title, description, and URL. We see the title reads that it could be from Medline Plus, a website we learned about in video number 2. We must still read the description and look at the URL because people will put false information in titles, URLs, and descriptions to try and lure us into an untrustworthy website. NIH stands for the National Institutes of Health, NLM is for the National Library of Medicine, and .gov is for a government site in the United States. So let's click on it. This is a close-up view of the address bar. http:// tells the browser what language to speak to the web page. www reveals the name of the server the information is on in the internet world. Many times you won't see the www anymore, so don't worry if it is not in the address. nlm.nih.gov shows us the name of the website, also called the domain name in the internet world. It is kind of like the street address in our world. The domain name identifies a website and a clue to who might own the web page, although not always, as websites can be owned by individuals, companies, organizations, and government agencies. We are in the home of nlm.nih.gov. NIH is an abbreviation for National Institutes of Health. NLM is for the National Library of Medicine. .gov is part of the domain name and tells us the website is from a government in the United States. .edu is for educational institutions in America, and .org was initially for nonprofits, but anyone can register, even profit-making or commercial organizations, so don't assume it's always a nonprofit with a .org. Here's a list that you can look at for other domains such as military, commercial, and from other countries. In this example, we are on the National Institutes of Health and National Library of Medicine server, which is a computer that holds NLM's information and can also see their domain name. The information after the first / shows what services and information are stored in the National Library of Medicine's internet home and shows one of NLM's services is Medline Plus. After the next / we are in one of Medline Plus's areas or files for breathing problems. What we just learned is how to look at information in a URL to help find quality information and understand where we are. The URL information will be in the search results and then up in the address bar if we click on the link. We want to train ourselves to look at the title, description, and domain name in the results before we click on any link or new web page, or we might enter a very wrong home. Now it's time to start looking inside the home of a web page. Don't click on any link you are unsure of. To get in the home of a web page, we will use a live search, phrase searching, and look for a lung association in quotes using Google search. The first thing we train our eyes to do is look at the address bar and see if we are on google.com, which is where we are supposed to be at this point. Now we look at the first result, ignore the sponsored links, and read the title, description, and URL. The title reads as the American Lung Association, the description matches up with lung health, and the URL appears to be from a lung association. Here's a tip to keep your search results page available to you and review each individual result. Right-click on your mouse and click on Open in a new tab, and you can see the new tab with the individual results. This works in Internet Explorer, Firefox, and Google Chrome. You can go between all your results in each web page by continuing to right-click and open a new web page for your result each time. Now, let's look at the address bar and see if the URL matches up to what we saw in the search result, and it does. We read the title of the web page, and it shows the American Lung Association. This page appears to be a quality website with the analysis we have at this point. We are not done analyzing a web page, and we'll learn more techniques in our next video. Okay, here's what we learned today. We learned how to read the domain name or URL in the address bar and in our search results, and that we must stop and read before we click. We learned about different extensions such as .edu and .gov. We learned how to read the title, description, and URL of each result, and to see if they all make sense and are from a reputable organization before we click. Don't click on any links you are unsure of. In our next video, we will continue to learn how to analyze information on web pages. This is Lark Birdsong of the Information Literacy Initiative at the University of Washington Information School, bringing you Searcher in Charge to help you learn how to find quality answers. See you on our next video.